Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B. We're going to continue our breaking math program. We're going to talk about division, some division, showing division in two different ways here. Now, I'm going to show this because a lot of people love to make division mistakes, never mind that stuff. They'll say like this, 424 divided by 7 is the same as, gosh, I don't know, this. Or maybe they'll even go like this, and I ask them, so how do you know which one is true? And they'll say, I don't know. So if that's you, and you're thinking, I don't know, just try to pay attention to this here, okay? So notice the marker tip. It's kind of like a little rotational thing. 424 is up here, and then it's up top, no problem. If we were going to do long division, it would be inside the house, okay? So we're not going to go there right now. But definitely look at how we can do these in two different ways. So first of all, as with anything, we need a skip count family. So I'll just make it down here because I don't have the space. We have 7, 14, 21. I can double that up to 42. I can make that go to 420. Okay, so I know 420 is part of the system. I can go 420 divided by 7 equals, okay, 42 divided by 7 is 6. Throw 0 on the back, it's 60. I'm going to add 4 divided by 7 equals 4 divided by 7. And I have my 424 divided by 7 equals 60. And 4 divided by 7. Okay, so that's old news. But now we're going to we're just rearranging the furniture so that it's up and down ways, as vertical as I'll call it here. The nice thing about this is that we don't have to reinvent anything. We already used this number and this number. So let's just imagine using those numbers here. So I'll use 420. Is it true to say 424 is the same as 420 plus 4? Of course it's true. And of course there's the division line, and then there's a 7. Okay, now the next stage here, I'm going to just rearrange this. If something is divided by 7 like this, so this is this divided by 7, and this is divided by 7, we are allowed to split them up. 420 divided by 7, then whatever this sign is, we put down here, and then we put the rest of it down there. And then we can solve as we go. 420 divided by 7 we already know is 60, and then 4 divided by 7, and at this stage lazy smart math people just say 60 and 4 divided by 7. We don't need to show that little plus sign anymore. We're going to call it 60 and 4 divided by 7 and be done with it just like that. Okay, so that's how that one works. Now I'm going to do a couple more examples. I was trying to do a few all the time here. 21 divided by 8, so a much easier number. We know that we can go 16 divided by 8 is 2, add 5 divided by 8 is 5 divided by 8. And so I'm going to add those together. 21 divided by 8 equals 2, and 5 divided by 8. The reason I'm doing this here is to get us used to how things work in the vertical position here. So instead of writing 21, I can write 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5. Instead of 8, I'm just going to keep writing 8. Now I have this original division statement that's split up into two parts again. I'm going to say 16 divided by 8 plus 5 divided by 8. So this is the big thing that a lot of teachers forget to talk to their students about, or a lot of students forget. So I'm not blaming anybody here, but we have to remember we can take this, split it up like this. It's huge. Okay, we know this thing is 2, and we know this is just 5 divided by 8, so we can say 2 and 5 divided by 8. Same answer. Perfect. Okay, two more quick examples here. This one I wrote them in reverse for whatever reason, not trying to do that. Let's see, skip counting by 12. 12, 24, 240. Okay, 1 times 12, 2 times 12, 20 times 12. So I know that 240 divided by 12 is going to be 20, so it's the complementary statement there, or the related statement. And then I just simply have to add 1 divided by 12 equals 1 divided by 12. Some more information on related statements in previous video. 20 and 1 divided by 12. Okay, so with that in mind, I already used these numbers to break it up because I know they're part of the skip count family, except for this. This is the remnant, or the remainder, if you will. I can break 241 up like that. 240 plus 1. I could break it up in many different ways. I could go 120, 120, and 1. I'm just kind of going for something simple. So I have it over 12 now. I'm just going to split that up. 240 over 12. Whatever this sign is happens to be a plus. If that was a minus sign, I'd have to put a minus sign here, eh? And 240 over 12, I already know this is going to be 20. Everything else comes down exactly where it is. and then we just combine it at the end, 20 and 1 divided by 12, just like that, okay? And one more example. If I'm going too fast, you can hit the pause button, it's all good. So I'm looking at this here, I'm just gonna wing it here and see what happens. 600 divided by 6 is 100. Okay, that leaves okay, that must mean 300 divided by 6 is only half of that. That's true, right? 100 left. Okay, now I'm going to restart. I got to go back to my 60 skip count family. 6, 60, 600. Well, I'm going to use 60 now. 60 divided by 6 is 10. Okay, so that leaves me 40 left. Okay, back into my skip count family. 6, 36. I know 36 I get to if I skip count by 6s, so I'm going to pull that out. 36 divided by 6 is 6, and that leaves 4 left. 4 divided by 6 is 4 divided by 6. So my total here, wow, 150, 160, 166, and 4 divided by 6. So forget that. Here's the answer there. If I add up these lines here together, I'm going to get exactly 1,000 divided by 6 equals 166 and 4/6. Right now, we know we could write this as 166 and 2/3, but I'm not too worried about that right now. If you're good with this, stick around with that. The nice thing about this, if we're going to do this one in the vertical position, we already have our numbers lined up. 600, 300, 60, 36, and 4. So 600 plus 300 plus 60 plus 36 plus 4. Running out of space here. All over top of 6. So I'm a little out of a line here, but I'm just trying to make the space here. We can split this all up now. 600 divided by 6, we're adding. 300 divided by 6, we're adding. 60 divided by 6, we're adding. 36 divided by 6, we're adding. 4 divided by 6. And we just simply bring it down. That's 100. Bring our signs down. That's 50. Bring our signs down. That's 10. Bring our signs down. That's 6, and this is what it is, 4 divided by 6. We can gather these things in together in groups if you want. There's 160 plus 6 plus that thing. Of course, that's really poor what I did here. Okay, 166. The whole point is that this thing is going to be 166 and 4/6. I better correct this here. That's going to be 4 divided by 6, and this is 4 divided by 6. Remember that I can show it like this. 4 divided by 6 is the same as 4 divided by 6. It doesn't matter how I show it, but I'm just trying to be consistent, and I'm running out of space. You know how it goes here, okay? So anyway, we find the same thing, and we get the practice of moving from the linear, writing things in lines, to being vertical, and this is the stuff that's going to help us, especially this stage here where we spread it all out, and then we split it all up. So important. Is that the last one? Yes, it is. Okay. See you at the next vid.